Close. Right. There's the well, it really helps my mic over here. So yay.
Elliot took that as backup tape.
So evening, folks. How be, folks? I see a Fear.
So he took it
Here in stream. How you doing, Fear? How'd your stream go earlier? Sorry, I had to disappear for a few other things. I had unfortunately adult, and I was trying to get some stuff set up on my stream.
He means you are going to be the other tank in raid permanently. You're one of the two main tanks. But I said he was an off tank. That means I'm a backup. No.
Hey, Black, I figured out how to change the font on the chat thing.
Did you?
Yep.
Cool. Let me find Casper and let me know. Bring it up.
Sorry, what was that?
You got bored? Nice.
He'll bring up Casper so you can tell him how to. The boys are up here pissing, fighting with each other, playfully, of course.
Alright, let's get into this.
Hopefully this healer knows what they're doing for the 20th time I've been in here.
Back in December.
I've done it like twice before this. The healer has died like 20 times every time.
Well, that's no fun. Alright, how'd you do it?
So you go to widgets and alerts.
Yeah.
You have a chat thing there.
No.
So it's all blank.
Well, I've got my 4 alerts I've already set up.
Do you have anything for chat?
Oh, I see interaction chat.
Yep.
Oh, there's a separate chat widget. I don't gotta move the dock.
I love that. That is a light bulb moment in Black's eyes, like going,
Yeah.
oh, yes.
And you can show the user platforms, everything on it.
Sweet. So that's all the okay. So that's all the settings from the actual chat dock. Got it. Okay. Yeah. No, I just used the same dock URL for my browser source. I didn't see the chat widget.
Oh my god, so many people.
And then top right, you'll see the clear chat. Then the 2-page things. That's the link that you need to copy for your browser source.
Yeah. Okay.
In Firelands, to get to Rag, I have to kill all the bosses, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, at least it's freaking heroic, and I'm on my hunter.
Ooh, that's too big.
It all still die quickly.
Yeah. Should be like one shots for you.
Yeah, it's just the idea of
Yeah, exactly.
everything to get to where I want to go.
User badges before username. Show platform icon. Display color.
Never have to fire my
Match platform. Hey, you know what? Let's let the user do their thing. Make messages
And then,
disappear.
I have to kill so much of the trash for that one.
Nah,
boss
let's
to
leave
come
them
out, or no, I can't remember.
You have to clear
Slide in.
just the bosses, and then you have to go the
Hey, Fear, throw something in chat.
And once you clear the council, right across the should be active.
I know, but I'm
The first
talking
boss, that one boss that cats around.
Yeah.
Here, yeah, you have to clear some of the.
Yeah, I think there's a certain point where he doesn't actually activate until some of the trash is cleared out.
Should have been on.
Okay, we do that. Go caster chat. Properties.
The boys are all happy to have me back in my office again.
That.
George just pounced on a front under the beans. I really need to get a camera and whatnot and stream it so y'all can see how these two freaking
You don't wanna.
times.
Okay, let's see it
I have
happens.
to get builder to set this up. So, the more and more I look at it, the more I like it.
Yeah, the more I'm playing with this, the more I like it too.
But then again, I have to do everything else through
Stream.
once.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be your only downfall with him. Is gonna be you have to walk him through this.
Good
And
luck.
once this is set up, he'll be done. I can do everything else through stream elements.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
if you
shit.
don't change. Good luck.
Yeah, he haven't changed. Yeah.
I'm not actually ending people's.
Don't get me wrong, but
Cool. Hey, so do you see the chat change?
I do, yeah.
Awesome. So that's actually really quick. to make those updates. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make some edits to my overlay to black out portions for chat.
What do you mean? Like normal, like whisper chat type things in WoW?
No, so what we've been struggling with is when we've got people on, whether it be Twitch, YouTube, or Kick.
I know the chat they all can't see.
They can't see it.
They don't know
Well,
if you're responding to somebody, but you said you needed to black things out.
Right. So now if you look at my stream, you see I got lettering now sitting in, like now it's over like my game. If you look at the stream.
Oh, how high up it goes?
Right. So I got to put a background behind it to black out the background so you can still read the chat.
Yeah.
Or what you could do is just lower your window inside of OBS, the pixels, 800 by 600, whatever. Change the height where it's only in that black area.
Good. Well, actually, if I just do this,
Just change your height settings.
what is with the game? What?
The thing with Firelands is you can mount up in here to get rid of shit in your bag. You don't have to walk out, walk back in to get rid of that.
No shit, man.
So let me shuffle my camera up over that, just because of whispers and things. Take my tune widget, slide it over a bit. It's you. Okay, I still gotta play with that background.
That's pretty damn quick. That was like a second delay between getting your chat showing up.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I like that.
It was hilarious. So I got Invincible. I had to stare at it in my bag for a few. Like,
Make sure you got it.
yeah, it was like, really?
So, this is like my 10th run of the day. I am on like such a tertiary alt. It's not even
Your
funny.
horn for the other boss.
Three treated you going.
You got 3 of me? That's a problem. That's scary.
YouTube tickets and Twitch.
I've only got one of him, and I can only. No, I don't want.
I've been wrapped.
I love my hood. Not much.
You do need to update your bitrate though, because right now I'm only seeing 720.
Okay.
You won't be able to change that until you stop streaming.
All right. Well, this is poopy.
But
So,
Oh, he got netted.
right, but I've got 2 of the spiders constantly re-netting me back and forth.
Yeah, but
This is the Murloc situation all over again. This is how I got fucking murdered by Murloc. Right here. This is how I got murdered by Murlocs.
you know what? This is fucking dying fire and get out of time. Hold on. At least for me, I got pets. So.
This is funny.
I'm sorry.
And I can't log out.
And they're casting just enough where he comes out of the nets between the nets.
You need to group up with somebody just to help you get through that portion of it,
Okay.
hon.
Well, I've got to figure out real quick. Does a Shadow Priest have an instacast that does decent amount of damage?
I don't know.
Smite should kill him.
Smite? Where's Smite? I gotta find Smite. Do.
Oh, are you on a priest or something?
I am on a Shadow Priest.
Oh, I thought you were on like a warrior. I thought you were on one of your tanks.
Okay. Let's see how this works.
You need me to come in and save you?
Aha! I
You
win.
may. No, he's good now, I think.
I found Shadow Word Pain. It's an instant cast. I'll just target and spam. Oh.
Holy shit.
So this is an example of how max level Toon will eventually get murdered by lower levels. That is how a level 70 Trot Warrior got demolished by about 3,000 Murlocs.
Yeah.
Oh, it was freaking hilarious.
It was annoying. I can laugh about it now, but it's annoying. I still have trauma every time I hear a Murloc come running around.
I laughed at it. I wasn't there. I didn't witness it. That was before my time, but yeah. You get so worked up over fucking Murlocs.
Swear.
Yeah, chat showing up in all 3 platforms is extremely quick.
Yeah, no. Twitch chat's only showing Twitch chat, right? So if you're in Twitch, you're only seeing Twitch chat?
Correct.
Okay, so it's not relaying. I didn't know if it would or not.
Well, that's why if you're streaming all 3, you need to have it in your stream where you can have conversations.
That's what I thought, but I didn't know if there was a way to relay, because there was a function in Restream to do a chat relay.
So like right now, I'm in Twitch. I see Thorn, Fear, and me. Oh, and Nana's in here. So I'm seeing all those. Everybody right now is in Twitch. I'm seeing all of that happening. But like when when Thorn's popping up as green or his orangey red color, that is Twitch. His blue one, I'm not sure.
It's probably Kick.
YouTube.
No, that's
Blue is YouTube?
got a little.
And then
yeah,
his
it's got
other
a-
orange is Kick. So there's a K for Kick. You got the little Twitch symbol for Twitch, and then there's a little
The play button.
Yeah, that is the play button. Is YouTube.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going after, right? That's what I wanted is I haven't set his user preference. I can probably swap it to platform specific. So purple chat would be Twitch, green would be Kick, and I think red would be YouTube. And this Caster Labs connects to a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Whatever the hell Trovo is. D-Live.
How I'm Twitter.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Nana, I am so tired and exhausted.
All right, folks, give me one quick second. I believe 2 of my 3, well, I believe my puppies may be done eating, and I gotta release the one from puppy jail.
None of the kids
Yep, I gotta release the one from puppy jail. I will shall returns.
Because Thorn surprised us with Cabana and all day passage at SeaWorld. So we had a headache, even with all the rain that came in. It wasn't bad at all, and it was fun.
You wanna
I
be a
won't
star?
do it all day between.
You wanna be a star? Come here.
One or the other.
Come here.
One of you both
Come
on the
here.
same day.
Oh, we got a Rottie.
But it was fun.
We got a Rottie. We got a Rottie. We got a Rottweiler. You want to rumble? Can we get you to rumble? You didn't get you to rumble. Can we get rumbles? Rumbles? Rumbles?
Nana.
Hi there, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Okay, I'm gonna go back to killing things, okay? Oh, I got whiskey too. I got whiskey too. Okay, I gotta slide in. Let me slide in. Hi, bud. I love you. You sure do.
Band name was Pet Rock.
Okay.
That's about an apt name considering that they were like all psychic rock. And what was hilarious is sit there, Stephanie was getting into music, and then you had
All right, so let's see what happens here. I know everyone's hearing
around to
the discussions happening in Discord.
Ah, I see. What issue is having my feet up here like this, hon?
parents.
Yes.
Did you go up to your toes?
Nosing me. Not my toes.
The bottom of your foot.
Up behind my knees. I'm getting little wet noses and whiskers behind my knee, and I'm like, stop it.
All right, this counted for. Let's go. Hop in a. All right. Hop in a cannon. Let's see here. Where's the horde? Where's the horde? Look, all those dragons over there.
What in the world is that? Grab me spyglass, crewman.
Oh, there they are.
Buy me own beer. Horde sailing fast and hot.
Let's get the heat build up. Ooh, I can already start doing damage.
And Sebastian's not gonna remember it,
Yeah.
but he.
22 million damage. Ooh,
Oh, fine.
gotta be careful. Every time almost run off the edge.
That one.
What's this then?
That's fire.
You won't be taking
No, he.
All right, we're done.
Like,
battle. I don't know who
you move him and
I'm on a boat.
like move him
settle with
and
arms.
I'm on a boat.
put his head back down the water.
Fire!
Nice.
Like, no, I'm watching. Leave me alone.
Oh, really?
My daughter said he wasn't too sure at first of the lake water. But once he
I
got
can
in
see
there,
that.
yeah, once he got in there, then he was like, okay, playtime. He just didn't like the floaty. She had bought him a floaty.
Yeah, he was like, no, Mom, I don't want the damn floaty.
No, he wanted to be held.
See, once Sylvie figured out the floaty like thing, she loved it. She didn't want to be held.
Hey,
Yeah,
Thorn.
I think maybe it because it was so. I mean, let's face it.
Of course, I can talk to her.
Baby, huge water.
Oh yeah,
You know.
yeah.
And
This is
waves.
cool. But what's up, hon? What do you need Thorn for?
Okay. So, in Caster Labs, there's a dashboard.
Yeah, it's a dashboard.
Have you played with it at all?
Why?
So, a lot of the dock feeds from like OBS that would be kind of in the way, like your viewers and stuff like that,
Right.
you can set those up as different panels, different runnings. So, like viewer list, stream chat, the activity feed, and set it up as like a almost like a server dashboard.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
To kind of just keep tabs on things. And that aspect to free up OBS to see other things on there. To split between the two.
Yeah, if you only got one screen.
Say what?
If you only got one screen, it's kind of me.
Well, yeah, if you only got one screen, yeah. But I mean, like us that are running 3. It gives the ability to space some things out as you're looking around. Other
This weekend I want to move my monitors around.
okay.
At my feet out, I have to be at an angle, so I'm all twisty up.
Okay. We can work on that. That's easy.
I want to do it now. It's late, and I don't want to do it during the week. So
Oh, we should be able to do it during the week. It won't take that long to move the monitors. I can do it tomorrow.
okay.
Only problem with trying to do this run on a Shadow Priest is I don't really have an AoE. It's not a good one.
I can't do it. Get back on your ship and we'll spare your life. Stand down, Muradin.
I was able to kill a Lady Deathwish without aggroing anything else.
Oh yeah, just walk right down the middle. You won't grab shit. Unless you're on a hunter. Or a demonology warlock.
And push your pet.
The
Yeah.
pets will pull that shit. Oh, I hit a trap.
You hit
Yeah.
it.
I hit a trap too because I was slow there, but I was going to the other side when I hit the trap. Do you have the mount off of Rag and Firelance, son?
Yes.
I don't remember.
I don't have the mount off of the bird.
The bird.
The bird. I got the bird. I just don't have the mount off Rag.
I got both.
Yeah, I knew one of us had them both.
Right, because the same night we ran Fairlands twice, and I think what happened was the one time I was lucky in WoW is the mount off rag dropped for me twice. And you and him rolled on it, and he won the roll.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, I'm used to it here for the ship.
Oh, you horde?
Yeah, so I gotta go right, not left.
Yeah, I keep forgetting which one I am, which if I'm horde or alliance, and it's like shit. I went all the way around the top portcullis once earlier this morning, and then still got confused on where I needed to be, and ended up back at the elevator like shit. Oh, I never checked my bag spacing. I'm so fucked. Oh,
You got the dances.
a dance with oozes?
Yeah, it says dance with oozes, 25 player. Defeat something face without a big ooze casting unstable ooze explosion.
Where raid you in?
Killing those blobs there.
Yeah. You got the achievement because you've never done it on the priest before, so it's just giving you the achievement all over again. That's all.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. I thought you got something.
No, you.
The blobs, the oozes, whatever.
I don't know. I'm one-shotting them, so I don't see. Yeah, of course an ooze didn't cast anything because an ooze never spawned.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was talking to Elliot.
Oh yeah, he's
They
in.
killed him once. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta figure out what.
When I looked at his stream from an app boss, I'm
Oh, it's got a decent cooldown though. Psychic Scream? Ooh, fear. Yay. Stupid bugs.
I'm out of range.
And I'll run out and run it on heroic. Right now I'm only on normal, and I can run it on heroic for a chance for the month if I don't get it on normal.
yeah, because I think they changed the lockouts
In Firelands, yeah. I believe so.
That went smoother than I thought.
you don't have much faith in.
Talk.
I don't know.
What one are you in?
Ice ground.
Oh, are you
Oh,
at are you actually at Lich King or no?
No, I'm at Starfang.
Oh, okay, yeah. They
Well,
loved
no.
their talky bullshit back then.
Well,
Yeah, I'm with Starfang, and I'm with High Overlord Starfang. That's been funny.
Yeah, father and son.
Yeah.
Yeah, the High Overlord son is the one that got it turned into a Death Knight at the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not seeing himself, he's seeing his son that got converted by the Lich King.
Well, the Lich King was. They did amazing cinematics, and they had to carry the story on in Ice Crown. Obviously, tying up the story. That's why there's so much arc.
Lighthammer. I forgot to vendor. I forgot to empty bags. Farming a big raid, full bags. Not a good idea.
They're coming through with these big walls of ice to freeze the shit out of you.
Oh yeah,
Right there.
they don't even touch you. Not even chilly.
No, no mount. Try
Oh, puppies. Puppies. Scarlet. Whiskey. Being a bit loud. Boop. You're precious.
That is another thing I hate about it. The Fireland run all the way back out of here. There isn't anything to take you to the back to the beginning.
Turn, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thorn has got the same achievement as Dancing with Oozes achievement. Black and black.
Dude, I'm not even on the main boss yet.
What is that? Dancing with Oozes?
Yeah, Dancing with Oozes is off like Rot Face or Fester Gut.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, 79 spots. That should hopefully. Through my bags, 800 gold. That's not half bad. Amazing what happens when you pull out a can of air freshener.
I know.
And you're rocket.
Okay.
I loved the dialogue on the bosses here.
Yeah, it's funny. It's great. Oh, hey, Nana. If you log back into Guilds of WoW, you should be able to see all the stuffs and things. So I gave you manager roles, so you can post in. You can create like posts. You can handle events, things like that. The only thing you can't do is like add or remove modules and things. But you can pretty much edit anything. I don't know nearly as well as I was hoping it to. But that one's a cast.
I can't. You've been gone. All the range.
Oh yeah.
You can talk to walk.
She's a very bouncy puppy dog.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost time for another Rottie side.
She's covered in
So what I'm hearing is she needs another bath.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So for those out there, if you hear my dogs going absolutely nuts in the background, they're playing for Rottweilers, and
He's supposed to butt off of her.
they're very vocal players, play pups. To the point that it sounds like they're murdering each other. I promise you, they are perfectly happy. They are perfectly healthy. They are just obnoxiously loud. Hey, get off of her. Or get off of him. I had you two backwards.
And everything's back up for heroic.
You keep your doggy bed in your kennel there, sweetheart. What it's there for. Here to lay on, not play with. Slow fall. Where's Leap of Faith? No, that's speed boost. Shit, where's slow fall? I don't have slow fall anymore. Yeah, it's back. Priest. Is it priests or mages that have slow fall?
Mages.
Okay. I was looking at my priest and I'm like, I don't see it. That'd be why.
Yep, nope. That's all a mage.
Priest has levitate.
Yep.
Turn you down slowly.
Yeah, which will still bring you down slowly.
Does it? Okay.
That's probably what you're thinking of.
Could be. Yeah, it very well could be.
I'll remain and inform Tyrion of our progress. You must press on and bring down Sindragosa. Loktar champions.
The loss of our comrades was unpreventable.
Why are those idiots running away?
Died in the service
Get back
of
here.
Mountain Crusade. Watch your feet.
These Frost Warriors are
Watch your feet.
problematic. I don't know what they're doing.
Watch your feet.
The elevator.
For a minute, Elliot, I thought you had started again. I looked and it looked like the first part. I'm like, you got more patience than I do, Gunga, than running that one mythic, especially Cinderbrew. Over
Okay,
and over.
get out of
and
this
over and
freaking
over.
gauntlet room.
While you ran Cinderbrew over and over and over.
Like, well, yeah, he's trying to get something. I don't know what.
I'm just gonna knock that please down.
Nope. Put puppy on the desk. One of these days I'm
I'm
gonna
trying to
stuck
come
with
in here sometime with a couple of people to try to get the achievement off of the Blood Queen.
Oh, getting bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I know I do. And it was a pain in the butt to fit. Good empty that.
Yeah, it was.
The worst part is you gotta get her to the right phase, so you gotta get people that don't have a whole lot of damage. But can take a lot of damage. But not instantly kill.
Exactly. Pretty much that I had to come in here when I got it on Thorn. I had to get do it.
You are fools
Ah.
to come to
Thorn doesn't mind getting naked.
the icy winds of Northrend will consume
Would you be able to see my wiki?
And silence.
Alright. Gotta go do the blood
Get
wing.
all you can eat.
Yo.
Oh my goodness. No. An achievement. I just heard all you can eat after what you and Nana were talking about. I didn't realize you were talking about an achievement.
So she heard, oh, you can see my wiki, all you can eat. And that's how her brain went together.
Uh-huh.
You can use a Oscar wiener for all you can eat buffet.
Well, at least you're talking about an Oscar Mayer reader and not a Vienna sausage.
Yeah.
I mean, based on size comparisons, probably is what a dwarf's rocking, but I don't want to know the things happening in this chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Change of topic.
Change the topic. What you got?
Kill a dragon. You're going after the dragon. I'm going after the Bloodwing.
I need to put my heals more. I guess I'm because I don't have my heals more.
You're what, a shaman?
Good.
Oh, you're on the druid. Yeah. Yeah, you can heal the dragon.
Can sneak by.
Yeah, if you don't need a looter for anything, you just sneak past her.
I've had to kill her so many times or bypass her that I don't have most of the transmogs offer her until Whiskey took that Chubo into the corner and has it in the corner so it can't get stole.
I mean,
Nice.
I don't blame him. Dino's literally stolen it out of his mouth and he's chewing on it.
Yes. I've actually watched him do it.
Oh, he did it right in front of me this morning, or tried to.
And the thing is
Yeah,
I
for-
thought multiple.
for
No,
what?
we all want the same fucking one every time.
Yeah.
The fights.
You chewed on cardboard.
That's why we've taken most of the chew wounds because they vital. Gotten anymore.
Yeah,
Love
I
it
get it.
more.
Yeah, we got 10 chew bones in the house, and they all want the same fucking one.
And they're the same thing.
Did you get ahead of you, bro?
What?
You're on the pipeline.
No, I did. So I forgot to check, clear my bags on the priest with getting the stream started. So I had to go back and sell shit. But I did the dragon way. I did Putricide first, and then I went to Sindragosa. So now I'm going up to the Blood Queen. Because you can do the wings in any order.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But you may actually clear faster because you have a swipe, so you can hit like 5 things at once. I got a single hit. So it doesn't. It's taking this priest a little bit longer to clear things. Also, the priest is only 70, not max level. So that kind of slows me down too.
A little bit.
I've gone through all of my 80s, and now I'm going through all my other tunes.
Armor popped in.
Ding dong.
It's here.
It's a fear, run away! Nah, he's been in my
Shut up.
stream for a while. So your stream this morning went pretty good there, Fear?
Yeah. Until my power egg up.
Yeah, I saw that. And you lost a bunch of shit in Dune.
I died to the worm and lost everything.
Oh, you're playing Dune? How is it?
It's fun. If you played Conan Exiles, it's that, but it follows the Dune story.
Yeah. I'm wanting to play it, but I'm not got it on it.
I have a server that is no PvP whatsoever.
Yeah, because I don't want to do any PvP.
Yep, there's a bunch of us that don't want to do any PvP whatsoever.
So is it a private server, or is it a public server that's just PvE?
Private server. Private server.
Oh, it's a private, okay.
If I get it, I'll hold up and see what the server is, because I don't want to do
Yeah,
any PvP.
I'll see if I can get you in.
Yeah.
You get, did you get what you needed out of there?
35 seconds of RP just to kill the Lich King and get nothing.
On to what's okay, so you went ahead of me now. I'm going to the now.
Okay, yeah, so you're catching up.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh, if I bring a floof noodle down, can I put the floof noodle on your stream?
Loof noodle.
4,
Move noodle stream.
2, 1.
Move,
Oh,
noodle,
that's
noodle.
We're about to have a floof noodle.
Okay, so watching your streams, Twitch and Kick are right about the same time, but YouTube's a little delayed.
YouTube has to do more encoding.
Yeah.
Oh, you got both.
I trust one dog that's in here with him.
Look, Noodles.
Look at the stream.
Let me look.
Oh, you're not
It's
key
been
for
a while.
Discord. I can take a flip noodle.
Wrathing Highlands. That
You want to key so you can
is
go to the stream and look.
here.
We have Noodles.
Oh no! There is. It's only a word now. Yeah. Sorry.
No.
Is it George?
It's a friend.
It's one of the wetlands, yeah.
They're all ignoring us.
Apparently.
Try again. Try it one more time.
And the screen is dead.
Yep, and the noodles are on stream.
Noodles!
Noodles.
Happy noodles.
What the fuck? It's not letting me fly over the mountains.
Can I get your help to take them up really quick?
Yeah.
They're being a little squirmy.
Yeah, let me get that through this and
Wine.
just be careful.
She's fine with it.
It's not her. I'm more worried about him getting
All this
into weird places.
You gotta go
What
with
are
him.
you in?
Yeah.
George.
Gotcha.
Well, during this 40-second RP, we're gonna get these guys back upstairs where they're safe.
Carlin, it's okay.
Okay. Show returns.
Storyline.
Yeah, because they're being a little too wiggly.
Not the lore walking, just the other one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, last one.
No.
Will be consumed by your hatred. Free at last. It is over, my son. This is the moment of reckoning. Rise up, champions of the light.
Okay, we're back now. Me and the Sweet Snoodles are back in the office.
Yeah, I did.
Kind of ran up the stairs. They were getting a bit squirmy.
Especially George in my arms. Or not George, Fred. I had a Fred.
And nothing. Looks like I'm running it again.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Oh, I'm bringing my back to full.
Oh no!
I don't see a mouth. Darn.
I think I had my bitrate. I kept it at default because I was trying to make sure I get everything up and running.
Very good.
I mean, for a small display, 720 isn't that bad. All right. Time
Yeah,
dis.
you didn't have my bit rated 5,000. That way you can see it at 1080p.
Okay. I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
I don't-
I mean, I don't mind going to work tomorrow. I just rather, be home and game.
Not, yeah.
Well, duh. I mean, I get out at 11:45 tomorrow, so I'll be fine. I'll live.
Yeah, well. Up at 4:45. Get everything ready out of the house a little bit before 7. 30 to 40 minute drive into work. Actually, with this rain, it'll probably be closer to an hour.
Are you guys close to where they had all that flooding?
Yes.
Flower.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Flooding's about half hour to 40 minutes away from us.
Yep.
And the rain just keeps coming.
Yeah, it won't fucking stop.
It's
Or
got
there's
to the
what,
point that
70?
the lake that they created to control the flooding is starting to flood.
Yep.
They have it, what is it,
Start build.
like 70 so far? Right?
Yeah, a lot of little girls. There was a camp happening for girls. There's still a bunch of them missing.
Oh, I don't have hero talents.
Some of them have already been confirmed, unfortunately, passing away from the floods.
All right. Low level shaman. Oh, 128 back slots. That should be enough to do this run. I think 128 back slots should be enough to run Ice Crown again, don't you think?
Yeah,
My game froze and no
Maybe.
one died somehow.
somehow. But no, the entire reason why I stopped, why I had to stop streaming Black
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
was the frame issue. Any day game I would boot up, even if it was, say, like, I don't know, Terraria, I'd drop frames.
Sounds like your encoding's jacked up.
It was. We fixed it.
Okay. Ooh, I gotta find a flying mount. What flying mount to use?
I'll be right back. I gotta
Pick one. You got all kinds of them.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
Yeah, I finished the
That'll work.
handle the panda thing. The
Ooh.
mount.
Like,
Nice.
It takes about an hour and a half. You just level it.
Yeah.
You just gotta level through that starter then.
Yeah, so you had originally said it had to be on PTR.
And no.
No, it's you gotta. So if you had Kata Classic installed, you run Kata Classic and it's the pre-patch event, and you can create the Pandaren.
Yeah. Yep.
You left my stream. Shame on you.
Who, me?
No,
I
Nana.
mean,
Oh.
I try to spread the love.
Yeah, nowhere near where I need to be.
I'll keep it on because he needs average viewers, and the longer you're on,
Yeah.
the longer it'll add up. Right now, he needs average viewers to get to affiliate.
Oh.
is that all he needs at the moment?
That's all I need right now.
The followers he's at.
It's the 3 streams of at least three viewers, an average of 3 viewers.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yay, you're back. Phil tripped you back in.
I'm trying to, yeah, feel free or anything. I'm just letting you know, in order for average viewers, the longer you are watching, that average goes up for him.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'll
Yeah.
be right back.
Well, you can mute me and hide the window. I don't really care.
If you just
Yeah.
mute the tab and not the stream, it'll still count you as a viewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now, I have him up watching it. I just have him muted on the
The tab.
tab. Yeah.
Because if you muted the stream, then it goes to viewer.
What do you mean if you mute the stream? Like, you mean black mutes it?
No, if whoever is watching the stream mutes the stream through Twitch and not the tab, then it erases your count as a viewer.
Oh,
Does it?
yeah.
I didn't think it did, but okay. That's interesting.
I found
Oh.
that out the hard way.
Okay, so I guess I need to unmute him then. Is in here because I have him muted completely.
Yeah, same. I'll even like a 1.
You can mute the tab and it'll still count you as a viewer. Like I have the tab muted and it still shows me right here.
Give me a minute. Let me
See, I see you. I see Saber. I see Eris as current viewers.
He's right. No, so he's right. Even though I'm viewing, I currently have you muted. You went down to 4. As soon as I unmute you, give it a second, and on my end, it'll go up to 5.
Through the ages. Regardless of outcome, they will know that we fought with honor, that we fought for the freedom and safety of our people.
It's still showing 4 there. I don't know.
Yeah, I see Fear, Gina, Saber, and Scarlet Whiskey.
Steal your heart.
I don't think I count because I'm a moderator.
The enemy will falter at the sight of you. They will fall as the light of righteousness envelops them. Our march upon Ice-Crown Citadel begins.
How long is this goddamn quest line?
Exactly that long.
Long enough to piss you off. Which isn't that long.
Yeah, it's just annoying because it's back and forth.
There, I didn't have the sound off or down on the actual computer.
I'm going to finish what I started at Light's Hope.
And I see one viewer on Kick,
Which is you.
which is me.
Well, see, now it's gone up to 5 viewers on Twitch. Now it was from 4, now we're at 5.
So I do count then.
Well, I also unmuted.
Now it's at 6.
Who joined?
I don't know unless you unmuted you unmuted something, and then it counted as a viewer.
The family account.
Yeah, as soon as you did that, you went up to 6.
Okay.
So yes, it does count. You have to have it unmuted or it will not count.
That's stupid, yeah.
Every time I've been watching you, thinking it's been helping, it hasn't because I had to mute it. Sorry, hon.
Yeah.
Well, that explains why my brain's been going. The math isn't adding up, but all right, I guess I've been kind of getting screwed over.
I mean, I have a tab muted, but it still tells me it's.
Oh, now it's gone down to 5 again, at least for Twitch. Got 5 viewers on Twitch. But that's fine. I don't need to have sound coming through my
Except for not when we're in Discord.
exactly.
Yeah.
I've got everything because I've got game sound, everything coming through. My head.
Yeah, I knew what you were trying to say.
Hello, Eris. Welcome back.
And if
Or
I play music,
here?
which I don't. I
You've been bouncing. Yeah, whatever.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Run of I've lost count for the week. I don't know. I am going after Invincible. Probably tomorrow night I will change raids and go after a different easily acquired. I'm thinking Throne of 4 win. Easily get tunes in and out. I'll wait for the stupid elevator. It's a short raid, easy peasy. Hopefully get them out, and then I can move on to the next raid or a different raid. Figure
I
out
think
which
I got
one.
my biggest raid yet earlier today.
Did you? How so?
29 people.
Nice.
Nice.
That's nice.
One of my other friends.
Oh, now you're back up to 6 on Twitch right now, hon.
Yeah, people may be coming in, popping in.
Yeah, I kind of have people randomly joining that it's not taking up time to
I
register.
can't see
In and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah, I can't exactly see who. I'm not a moderator or anything.
Gotta go right because I'm horde. I gotta go the proper direction.
Let me go to moderator view.
Do. All right. There's the airship. Not a screech and cry. I'm just gonna keep going. No point in watching it. I really gotta work on getting this camera to zoom in though. Either that or go with a V2 presence. I'm not sure. Because I don't know if anyone really wants to see my ugly face.
But I also fixed my monitor flashing issue too.
Nice.
Lose power cord?
Loose. Yeah, loose power cord. Brain was not braining today.
Brain isn't brain. Does your brain brain any day?
Bite me.
I'd rather not. I mean, I got plenty of data the brain doesn't brain. And it's always in a meeting with a boss or a coworker, and I sound like a fucking idiot. It's like, I'm smart, I swear. I just can't talk right now.
At least you only sound right. Like an idiot. You don't look like an idiot.
I don't know, I look pretty dumb some days.
Some days.
See? Most days.
Most days.
Hey now.
Love you.
You married me, you're supposed to be supportive.
No one said that shit.
I feel the love in the room.
Shit, you think something was wrong, but I don't want to hear it.
True statement, true statement.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, this RP. Only thing I don't like about this raid. So much RP.
Mm-hmm. You gonna go after the mounts there, Fear?
That was the plan, but I'm stuck in the Rottie Highlands.
Why are you stuck in the Rafting Highlands?
It won't let me out.
Oh, because you're doing that?
Yeah, it won't let me out.
Well, finish it. It's not that long. I did like an hour and a half for the new storyline.
I've been working on it. On your tits.
No.
I don't do anything with your tits.
Oh, yuck, 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 yuck. Oh. All right.
Now I just gotta wait for him to go through his phases, and then I can. Did I get them out?
The world's longest pull timer. I could take a nap. I could make a sandwich. I could use the restroom. This is taking longer than a dial-up webpage.
Welcome back.
I think Google populated faster on a 56K
Oh,
modem.
you're good.
My leg.
You know, as long as some of these RP pull timers are, I think a 56K modem would be faster.
Eh.
Maybe even a 32. Or was it a 34? Where'd I go? Where'd my phone putting?
Hmm.
Well, our internet is finally good.
5,
Yay.
3,
YouTube.
No mount.
So they come up and they're gonna put,
No mount? Oh, two.
and they're gonna put their box they have on the outside. Inside. I guess, you know, help with not getting moisture in there.
I mean, that would make sense.
But he goes, that won't take long because what they'll do is they'll put the box in and then they'll run the wire in. They won't turn off the internet. Box it.
When do they plan on doing that?
I have no clue.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
I mean, it was just like, should have asked, plug it in. And the funny part about it was, I asked the guy, remember to plug it in. He was like, well, we should have. Well, he didn't.
Hey, you know, that's right up there with when I was in Idaho, I was helping the guys move an office around, and we moved something like 15 computers and desks and stuff. We plugged all the power cords into the back of the machine, or machines. We forgot about plugging them into the wall, and then we were getting really confused on why nothing was turning on.
Job black.
See, the thing is though, the power cord wasn't my job. It was the 15-year vet of being strictly in IT, not the newbie coming from being a crew chief. Which I think was the funniest part.
Usually.
Yeah, it was Lewis.
Yeah, that explains a lot. I love that man, but that is a lot.
Yup.
I remember. I just.
I gotta find my heal button.
It's like
Where's my heal
guys
button?
going through this tech,
I know, I've got like nothing on my bar. Shame on me.
and I'm like,
Wait. Healing search?
I have.
Ooh.
Here's what I have done to try to fix the problem. So I gave him this list. Unplugged it, plugged it back in, unplugged the wire, unplugged it again, plugged the wire back in. Even changed my router, knowing that my router went downstairs to the basement to make sure the main power was on. I said, I have done everything. Everything I can do. And he's like, well, let's do it again. So I stood there and went, okay. My dumb butt didn't. I just stood there. I said, okay, I'll go ahead and. Nah, I didn't do it. Because there was no sense in redoing everything because I had already done it like 50 times.
Yes, but there's something weird in IT to where doing the same thing over and over and over again will eventually yield a different result.
Well, the only way it would yield a different result is higher.
Yes, but once you so you have determined that you already that at this point what the root cause is. However, in the rules of IT troubleshooting, it don't matter.
What did you say, Elliot? What's going on?
Did you see what they did with Bubbles for next season?
No, what did they do with Bubbles?
Like, he's like getting taken out basically.
Yeah, I think I saw something. They're going to leave he's going to be pretty much a corpse. But then there's going to be Bubble Jr. hiding off to the side, watching his dad be dead as adventurers run because they keep killing him.
Well, the thing I saw, like, the boss, like, before you go fight him, he's gonna, like, come out of the, like, little gate. He's gonna, like, slam Giggles into the bubbles. Gonna slam him into the ground, and he's gonna be dead.
That's sad. I liked Bubbles. I wanted to tame Bubbles.
Well, now he's dead.
I know.
Yeah, well, apparently Bubbles has been a reason that a bunch of guilds have lost timing like 18, 19, 20 keys because they come around that corner and they try to skip them, or they actually end up fighting them and they can't because he's just that overpowered. He's a boss in his own right.
He does way too much anyway.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, we're going to fix this for next season.
Well, we should be able to turn it back, and they should allow the hunters to go in and tame Bubbles.
Of course you want the fucking boss of the pet. Why wouldn't you, Nana?
Not a boss. It's a cute fish.
It actually has a lot of resemblance to an axolotl.
Interesting.
Don't tell the child that. She's gonna want that damn thing.
I know, I'm
Like,
not.
mom to get it in game. Like,
Hey, Bear!
no.
Anyway, I'm off to slaughter a Rottie.
Have fun.
Nothing.
How you doing, man? Anything new and
Sorry,
exciting
let's
in the
go.
world of Bear?
Same concept.
Pretty much.
all those pallies that I leveled, for pally mounts, coming in handy.
Yeah, for mount farming, I believe it.
You are fools who have come to this place.
This is just.
The icy winds have
I'm getting sick and tired of Ice Crown.
consumed your souls.
I was sick and tired of ice cream. Before I
Your
even
bear really
did
looks
it,
like a bear.
I'm like, I've got to try to get it. And like I said, I sat there and stared at it like it was a figment of my imagination.
Yeah, I'm probably. I don't know if I'll ever see it. Granted, if I keep doing this every week, like I am, but this has been really the only raid I've been able to focus on.
Yeah. I'm going one at a time. I know I should more, but
Right, but the problem is when you run like that, if you run like I was doing originally on my DK, as long as you get the lockout during the week, so be it. But you almost have to how am I thinking? To really pick which raids can you like quickly farm and get to. Like Throne of Four Winds. That's probably the next one I'm gonna go after because it's really easy to get to from Oldham.
yeah, and can't you do it on her? I think you can
It only drops in Heroic, I believe.
get thrown up for him.
I believe it only drops in
No. Normal and heroic.
drop the same mount.
Yeah, the range of the Drake of the South Wind. Yeah. 10 man and 25 man.
So essentially 4 chances.
Yep. Cool.
Like a lot of raids.
I'm just saying.
No, Bear, I'm going after Invincible right now. I am on my
I'm actually going
14th,
my hunter and going down my list.
14th run.
Well,
All
I
I've got
also
time
had,
for.
well, I also had more time than y'all. I ran 22 races.
Yeah.
So no, I'm going after Invincible. I tried a few other raids on my DK earlier. The only mounts I've gotten
But
was I
wanted
did.
to do ICC first.
I got the Stone Drake
Yeah.
out of the core
ICC.
from
And
Cataclysm, the
Hill
cave
and
zone.
were the two that I was running consistently weekly.
Yeah, and I've done a Nixia's layer already as well for this week. And that one is like one of the and it's easy. It's in kill one boss and you're done type of a thing.
Yeah. So I mean, what I went for is the mounts that I had been farming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We did this. Yeah, I was running this morning. I ran some last night. Ran some a couple of days ago. I've just been hoping for the chance with the supposedly the drop rate increase. I'm in a mindset right now is I don't believe it. Because if they up the drop rate like they said, it should be a much higher percentage chance and I should be seeing things more frequently. God damn it, I fuckered up. I forgot to hit the valve on this guy.
And I know I'm going to be playing the
But-
Paladin, guys.
So,
And-
Bear, are you strictly on Kick now, or you've gotten rid of YouTube?
The other
Not YouTube, but
Yeah.
Twitch.
told me stay on my pally because he knows what's coming back, and I'm going to be the only Paladin.
There you go.
Kick and Twitch. Okay.
Well, yeah, and then he wants that extra res, the extra battle res that Paladin gets. And the blessing of protection.
I know you've had issues joining my stream. I think it's something weird with the
Yeah,
collab.
that makes sense.
Yeah, there's utility to the paladin
Right.
that other
There we go. Like, where's the swarm?
Yeah, I mean, if you're the one who's running a pallet, you don't mind sticking with it. No big deal.
Yeah. I told him. I said
Dude, that'd be an improvement for like I don't get squat.
My thing is I don't know what it has a bad habit of.
Oh, I got a dragon soul. Nice.
I swear, you get the mounts out of Dragon Soul, I'm gonna be a little upset.
I got a pet so far.
So I mean, I've got like my warrior.
But yeah, I'm as you see, I'm on Kick. I am currently, if you see the chats, I'm currently streaming Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, just to see kind of
They
what.
don't change it.
If I don't spread the net, I don't think I'll get, as much as a potential.
Well, again, I'm playing what.
Ooh, sweet.
Now
Doors
I
open.
know,
Run away.
like with order right now, unless we get more in, it's going to be mostly ranked. We are going to need, from what I understand with classes, we're going to need to be able to split up, and we're going to need to have mates.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I'm ranged, GC's ranged.
So I gotta see what I can do. I'm only viewership away from affiliate on Twitch,
Pretty,
and I'm gonna be trying to stream more, trying to be a little more active on things. Dude, I'm not touching TikTok. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna draw the line there.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people like it and whatnot. My big issue is
Also,
the fact that TikTok is being actively used as a spy tool.
Yeah.
I knew
So I won't touch it.
Brit wouldn't need the warrior because Elliot's warrior.
Um,
Already got that.
The moment you create a TikTok and you put it on your phone or your device, if you read
But I didn't know.
the terms of service
I
and
didn't know,
look at what it does, it gives TikTok, also owned and operated by ByteDance, which is owned and operated by the Chinese Communist Party, complete and total access to the device,
I just had to, when I first started playing the warrior.
to the point that they can come back and say, oh, well, you know what? We're going to open this port. Oh, hey, you have a banking app? Yeah, we got access to that now, too. Oh, you want XYZ? Yeah, we got access to that, too.
Kind of worried. You don't have that.
Yeah.
Oh, you searching this and that? Yeah, they get access. They get that. It's a complete data theft and a front as content creation. GPS information, tracking, geotagging, all of it. They have access to it all. Even if you turn it off, they have access to it. So, no, I will never touch TikTok. If it was to be, if the platform was to get sold off to a US company in its entirety and rehosted,
Too far away.
here's the problem, right? The problem with the ban,
This weekend,
and personally something like that I'm in favor for to an extent, but all we do is we start a slippery slope of censorship.
Yeah.
So we start this slippery slope of censorship. It's now a case of, well, what's the end, right? Because
Yeah.
one of the things that defines the US, right, there's a reason Kaspersky was banned, not under censorship rules, right? So you got to look at the difference here, right? Kaspersky was banned because it fell more into malware and spyware. TikTok is communications. It's speech, it's content. Kaspersky is not, right? So banning TikTok becomes a constitutional violation of the First Amendment. Kaspersky
And there are
was actually being used by the Chinese as malware. Kaspersky was creating malware, infecting things, and then saying, oh, we're the only ones with the virus definition early. Well, of course, you made it.
do I have to
Now,
walk plus?
now, granted, you just turn it in and it's done.
Yeah.
Yes, Kaspersky was Russian.
5, 4,
And the KGB,
1.
yeah, potato potato. They were using it actively as a method. Now, Kaspersky for the longest time was a great piece of software when it first came out, because when it first came out, it was commercial. It wasn't. It was Russian. It was created by a Russian company, but then it became popular. So what did the Russian nation do? Absorbed it. Typical with a socialist communist party where the government controls industry. So, but in the aspect of avoiding political talk, because it gets really divisive for people, I'm going to leave it there. But
Maybe who 25, man, right?
Holy crap. His IO is 3032.
I figured that out. If I could stay with the group, if I could stay with this group, make everything a lot easier.
Oh my god,
right, and here's the thing: you as owning it privately, right? You can do what you want, right? There's no issues there. Under the private guise, you can do what you want to an extent, right? But when you ban software, sure. If within your private space and you control who enters your private space, you decide to say, hey, I'm not going to have the A, B, or C. You have all the right to do that. Now, where we start coming into a constitutional issue is where the government comes back and says, oh, no, you can't do that. Now, we can put warnings out there. We can let people know that, hey, this is a bad idea. Don't use it. But the popularity from it and the fact that it pays out to people, a lot of people are jumping on TikTok, which I really wish they wouldn't. But I get why, right? It's reaching the audience.
Season 1 is going to be
So that's
like a blood DK.
something that's going to be brought up. It's got to be looked at. You got to consider for that. I had a lot of extra shit.
Black, did you get it?
I don't think so. Nope, didn't get it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm going to ICC.
You're right, it's a huge moneymaker because guess what they're doing with your money, with your content,
Right now,
and all your phone data and everything else. They're selling it off. They're using it to make money.
next season, there's like stuff to increase that damage.
So you're essentially selling your privacy and your freedoms
It's also getting it's going from 110%.
Holy shit,
for pennies on the
So
dollar.
it's going to do more damage.
Because if they pay you $1,
that's nice.
they're probably making $100 on the back end.
If you-
You're probably getting 1% of their internal revenue.
it's like a plot, like
that's being
everything
sold.
takes.
And that's if you're lucky. So yeah, and there's a lot of information about TikTok that's not easily accessible by the public. And it's actually sad that the public is looking at it like it's not that bad. I don't know why everyone's so worried about it. No, there's a lot of reasons to be worried. There's a fuck ton of reasons to be worried. Now, some people say, well, my information's stolen so many times, who cares? Yeah, from a point in time, sure. But how many times did you visit Walmart last week? That's not out there. But guess what? TikTok has it. If you've installed the app. Well, TikTok's coming default within Windows now. It's part of the Windows install. I removed that shit right away.
Did you do get the mount for doing the candleline starting quest?
On classes?
Yeah.
Yes. You download a brand new install of Windows 11.
Make a panda.
Yeah, I know how to.
YouTube's there. TikTok is there.
Well, it's a cool mount.
Like the common apps is part of its default, part of the Play Store install. Yeah. I just did a recent Windows install on this tower that I'm gaming on a little while ago because I had issues.
It takes so long to
That TikTok was there, and it's like delete.
Although I
It might not be a full install. It's probably a partial.
I don't know what. I don't
To start a download, create an account, whatever. But yeah, it's there. But Facebook's there, and LinkedIn is there. There's a bunch of default apps that they put on there, a bunch of bloatware. I think I spent an hour just uninstalling trash from my Windows install. Not a not like a vendor install either. It's not like it was Asus or Acer or anybody else. See, this one thing I will say Microsoft did really well with Xbox
Is that a tank?
is they started pushing it to be platform agnostic. It is
One that no one touches.
it is a point to where if somebody's gaming on Xbox, they can play the game. In a lot of cases, they can play on PC. And guess what? They can play with those people on Xbox. Because Xbox is essentially a stripped down Windows box. That's all it is. The Xbox interface is akin to the Android interface for Linux. Is essentially what it is. What up a thing? Why did I put thing?
Okay,
Aha.
I am back.
All right.
Hey, hon.
Yes, I saw your text.
Not what I was going to talk to you about. I was on Facebook, and our aerobics gymnastics of San Antonio is one of the gyms here in San Antonio. One of the girls on their competitive team, one of the girls missing.
Oh.
Yeah. And it looks to be one of the gyms Sophie's computer. Potentially.
I don't think so.
I said I don't know, but bad here. The flooding that's happening here in Texas, Majestic Camp. There was a bunch of girls that were at a camp there, from all over the world, not just the United States. And one of the girls that is currently missing from those floodwaters is a gymnast here in San Antonio.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Man, I forgot to empty my bags. 49 slots, that ain't enough. I ran this, so I can probably just purge everything. Oh, a vendor right here. Ooh, gold ore. I can make some gold off that, but I don't want to care right now. So many shovels.
Yeah, there's girls from Houston. We've got one from San Antonio. Hell, I think Black was saying there was a girl that came here from overseas. Like,
You told me that.
no, it was you that mentioned that one.
No. I haven't read the article.
I don't know. Either way, I just know there's a bunch of girls. It was like a Christian camp or something.
Yeah, it
I
was a
think.
Christian camp for girls.
103. Yeah, I should be able to make that work. I'll have to come down and I'll have to vendor at a.
Yeah, no, I guess there was a remnant of a tropical storm that we're getting hit with, and it caused mass flooding.
Yeah, Bear says hi.
Oh, Bear says hi.
Yeah, he's watching from Kick.
What happens here will echo through the ages.
Oh, okay. Like, I don't see him, but that's why he's
Yeah.
on Cake and not Twitch.
Yep.
That we fought for the freedom.
So if you actually look at the stream, you'll see the chat on the page. Versus.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Bear. I don't know if he can hear us.
He can.
Maybe.
Good luck, Black, on your mount.
I'm on mine. I'm working on mine.
That's what I'm doing with mine.
I'm trying to figure out when I meant to go with last day.
Let me see.
Stupid fucking
29.
webbing bastards.
What you're at like 24.
I swore that I
Right.
would see you dead in the scourge.
Fish.
I'm going to
So Bear.
started at Light's home.
Let's see any quests at all.
Aw.
Probably at like there's probably like one quest line and stuff. Like, there's a weird quest line to go there. Then it's probably
Okay. Let's see. Once this
Yeah, I
wrap
hate
wears
that
off.
when you miss one flipping quest,
Oh, no.
and yeah.
Yeah, I heard about Daisy. I'm sorry, Bear. That sucks.
That's no.
Oh no. He'll be okay, Bear. It happens, and he'll be sad, but he'll be okay.
How's the rest of the pack handling it?
I was playing a little bit before they released the class. It's still true.
That's good. Usually the dogs will adapt pretty quick unless they were like super bonded to that other pup. And especially if it wasn't sudden, like if they knew hey, we're all mount farming, that's right now.
I'm guessing you're talking to him, not in Discord. There, trying to take it very
Correct.
well.
Correct.
Okay, I was confuzzled for a second. That's why I got the sound muted.
Yeah, no, I just unless it's pertinent to the group, I'm just talking to them so that we don't have overlapping conversations in Discord.
No, all good.
Yeah, a service dog breed would do him good, especially if he can work on or find an organization that can work with the training for a service dog. I think that would actually be really helpful for him.
Zyger.
And getting them all the proper, you know.
I would look up WoW Classic. They do have add-ons, and I look up something like Questy.
I had one question.
So that's something that you can easily.
I have.
He may just be able to find a grant for, especially with his disability and your age and everything else. You know, it
I
might
think it's out of
it might be something that
type of a
will do
situation.
him
I usually
good.
Load anyways.
You just have to make sure that it's one of those things that he's comfortable with taking that dog with him everywhere. Because for his issues and whatnot, he would want to bring the pup with him everywhere. That's kind of the point, right? The point of having a service dog isn't just for at home as a pet. It's there for rides, driving, you know. No, not really. I've seen service dogs, especially for depending on, there are certain dogs that are better for certain types of work, sure, right? I'm not going to deny that. Like, I'm not going to get a Malinois to try to track. like a bloodhound, right? Where a bloodhound is better at tracking. Also, the thing is finding a dog that's going to fit what he needs.
They're still talking. Meanwhile, I'm already on to the professor.
I would say for you or for him, something like a lab or whatnot. And actually, if he's trying to go like anxiety, this is going to sound crazy. And Frosty may slap me for it, but she may agree. If he's willing to for exercising the dog, a bully breed would do really well with him. Boxer, Rottweiler, Pit Bull, because they're naturally more affectionate, and they have this weird natural ability to sense like anxiety attacks or like upset. Like I was getting just a little agitated earlier, and Scarlett tried to get into my lap. Like, no, love on me, you'll feel better. 100-pound Rottweiler. But that's in their nature, and they're really, really good at that. You thought what would be a really bad choice? A bully breed? Rots. So, fun fact. I went to get a
By 500.
I get something done at the Fort Belvoir Hospital, and
Oh, thanks.
a woman was walking in with a pair of Rottweilers as emotional support dogs. Really well trained, and Rottweilers are like labs. They want to please. They're very playful dogs. They're very affectionate dogs. Where they get a bad rap is people don't socialize them. They don't spend time training. They don't exercise them, because Rottweilers have an intelligence level right up there with German Shepherds, if not better than Shepherds. In that aspect, they are extremely intelligent. Like, so it took Scarlett a little bit, but the baby gates we have in the house, she figured out how to pop them. So now I gotta get new gates. So the gate at the front of the house, because it just kind of rested in there, she figured out if I push and I lift my paw here, she can open it. We've come home and she's been there greeting us at the door. Like, okay, you learn how to get that gate open. The lock on the latch to go to the gate into yeah, well, that's bad because they want to come outside and join us, and then they wander, and then we got to catch them. No thanks, we're not that far from a fairly busy road, and I don't need a puppy pancake. Sorry, I love my pups. Ain't that right, Scarlett? No, she's sleeping outside the office. Yep, she's sleeping outside the office. So they're very intelligent, and they do really well for service work. They've got a good nose for it. They are a working breed, so if they get a job, they will be fully dedicated to that job. Once they get trained for it, they are going to be one of the most steadfast and loyal. And the other benefit too is, in addition to the service dog work, if they have the right temperament, and there's the other part too, they can do really well as a personal guard dog, right? They were used as guard dogs because they look intimidating. Dark dogs, for whatever reason, have this natural tendency to be intimidating to people. I don't understand why. They're also one of the least adopted dogs, but they do very well as both a protection dog and a therapy dog. If that dog is trained, if that pup, I'm going to say pup because they're going to get trained not long after being weaned is when you're really going to want to start training. But if they're trained to to work with Ted and whatnot. Their natural instinct as well is to be protective.
That's no ordinary gas cloud.
That's just inherent to them.
I will
They will be protective without training.
I thank you, Highness.
Scarlet early on with Sophie was great. Little brute because she didn't learn from a young age,
All
which
but a chess piece out of her. Tell me about it.
but it's one of those things of it's gonna be it could be a dog that could
the elevator
suit him very well.
Spiders went down. Whatever will I do?
And if pressure is going to help alleviate his symptoms or some of his anxiety and his stress, think of it like putting on like a weighted blanket. If that's something that's going to help him, I don't want to go there. Go over here. Then a Rottweiler or a larger breed may be a good dog, and they're not mentally fickle. They're not as high strung as a shepherd or a Malinois, but they can be bountiful. They can be playful.
How do I not get blown off the boss for Dragon Soul for Deathwing?
Oh, for that fight? Okay, so you see the tentacles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What you're gonna do is kill one tentacle, stand where it died, in that little like ooze,
Yeah.
and you won't get thrown off. The other thing too is watch your screen. You're gonna see Deathwing prepares to roll to the right. You run to the left side.
So do I just kill one of these things?
So what you got to do is when you kill a tentacle
Yeah.
is you can stand there, but what's going to do is going to spawn oozes.
Yeah.
Kill the oozes. At that same point, you're going to see an elemental start running around.
Yeah.
Do not kill the elemental.
Now I killed the other.
Because what the elemental is going to do, the elemental is going to run over those oozes and eventually become a big elemental bomb, so to speak, right?
Got it.
So when it gets big enough,
Boom.
it'll start exploding on its own. But you want to make sure that elemental is close to the scale to blow it off. It may take a couple trial and errors, but not a big deal. It took me a little while to get it all figured out and get the timing right. It's really the timing more than anything else.
I may need your help.
Okay. Yeah, but you can hook him up with with that.
That's weird. I'm just sitting here killing oozes, and it says he's rolling, but he's not rolling.
He
It's
is.
not my screen. I'm staying put.
Right, so he's rolling. The only way you're really going to see the roll is if you look towards his tail or his head, and you'll see the roll spin. But if you stand there, essentially your feet are rooted in his blood. Kind of gross,
Gotcha.
but you say locked in place.
But I need to kill. Do all the tentacles eventually die, and then I continue on, or what?
So what's going to happen is you just keep killing the oozes. When you have like 10 or 12 oozes dead near you, shoot a tentacle, kill it. The tentacle dies, it'll spawn the elemental. Then you're going to drag the elemental through the dead oozes until it goes nuclear. If you keep running circles over his spine, he won't roll. If you just keep running left to right, just keep bouncing back and forth.
Guys keep like blown off.
Because he's rolling. They'll get blown off when he rolls.
I can't kill them or bring him by the time he rolls. You're going to have to come up here.
Okay, I'll have to show you.
Yeah. Well, I died because I got blown off somehow that time around.
Okay. So yeah, but you can look if you'd find that also, but you can also look for nonprofits, right? As a company, they're gonna a service dog, especially a therapy dog. If you're paying out of pocket for it, is gonna be.
Either that or he's confused about rock face and vestibule.
No.
No, because he says I only know them as guard dogs, which tells me they're talking about the Rottweilers.
We are.
Yeah, no, Bear, they're not just guard dogs. They're actually a great companion dog, believe it or not. They will bond with their families, and sometimes even a certain person within that family. I mean, they'll protect the whole family, but like Scarlet is bonded to Black. So Scarlet is more in tune to him than she is anybody in the house. Now, she's very, very fiercely protective of my daughter, of Sophie. Man, that child's feet leave the ground for any reason. She loses it.
Yeah, she does.
Sitting in Thorn's lap over at the house the other day, and Scarlet lost it. Started like fighting at Sophie, trying to pull her off of Thorn's lap, and we had to get after her and let her know she's okay, she's fine, and she can sit there. But yeah, they are great animals.
Even dying here beats spending another day collecting reagents for that madman.
I just needs to learn how to shut the fuck up.
She's doing the same way with me. Like if Sophie's crying or I just want to give her a hug and hold on to her, I gotta be very careful and watch Scarlet. Because if I'm not watching her, she'll try to yank Sophie out of my arms, grab her by her clothes, and hold her.
Yep. So, like I said,
She's been that way since she was.
they are protective. They are great guard dogs, but they also make great camp companions, great therapy dogs. And to top it off, because they're naturally protective, no one's gonna fuck with Ted out and about. Nope. A lot of people will see a Rottweiler and be like, nope, I'm going the other way. Even though they're the friendliest dogs, they get a bad rap. They really do. So you can get a Rottweiler would be a multi-purpose puppy. Yeah, I was just telling Bear that because he's on the topic of like therapy dogs, and I was telling him for Ted, like a Rottie wouldn't be a bad like service dog because they're just naturally in tune for something like therapy. And not to mention that, I mean, Fort Belvoir allowed a pair of therapy service dogs into the hospital. And they were really well behaved. They were just like, all right, I'm here, let's go.
Yeah.
And, you know, give them trained as an anxiety dog, therapy dog, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money to get those trained.
Well, a lot of times you can, depending on the situation, you can usually, there's a lot of nonprofits out there that'll help place them. You just got to find them.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, depending on the family situation, you can find like grants, you can find other things, and whatnot. Oh, he's coming on so you can hear us. So you can hear us better? Cool.
But Nana, you should see it. When we do put Sophie like back down on the ground, she comes over and sniffs and checks every inch of that child out to make sure she's okay. Even though she's literally been staring at her in my arm or lap or whatnot.
Okay.
I'm on the couch and she's in my lap. not a problem. So we're sitting at the dining room table and she's on our laps that way. That.
You know. So.
But yeah, it's just hilarious. She'll like Uber sniff her and the child has to love on her and let her know, I'm okay, Scarlett. It's like,
Silly puppy.
but she wasn't around Sophie as a puppy. That was when she was a year old.
No, so.
Black and Sophie as her people, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know if he's getting in Discord there, Bear, or is he just joining the stream?
Although, with this last week, Nana, I can chop liver to whiskey when Dallas is in the house.
Discord? Okay. Keep an eye out for him to jump in.
Hell.
She loves him to death. Like, you know how you see the videos of when people come back from like a 6-month deployment or a year deployment or whatever, and the dogs lose it? She is that way, or sorry, he is that way every time Dallas comes into his house, all week long.
Yeah, so.
And then he'll come upstairs, he's fine, and then as soon as he sees Dallas by the stairs or coming back down, boom, right back to the same.
Pyrenees are good.
Hello.
Hey, Ted, how you doing?
Hey, Ted.
I'm doing better, I guess. That's been having up and down days all week.
That's gonna happen.
Missing your doggy. It happens.
Yep. I was writing a novel and I was grinding away, and then all of a sudden she passed, and now I can't seem to write at all. I can take notes just fine, but I can't write. If that makes any sense.
It does.
Because your body, your brain, everything in you are still processing and dealing with everything. So until that happens, it's going to be hard to focus on anything. Trust me, every time we lost. Go ahead.
I got a question. How the fuck do I get into the throne of the portal?
Why? It's flying up.
Ooh.
It's just like, you know how Dalaran is? When you go to the fort, there's a little city off to the side, just like Dalaran, and you just have to fly up to it.
At the pillar, and I don't see the entrance.
You're at the stone for it?
Here, I will.
I say go live on.
Yeah, I think she's blind.
Here.
Hey, Locke, welcome to the stream.
No.
Yes.
Did you find it?
No.
Oh, you decided to join in Discord too.
He was missing out on it's around the back.
Down. Okay, go back up.
Basically a tavern. And he
Should be right
There.
there.
Okay,
around the back.
Go to the other
go to
side.
the other side.
No.
That's,
Wait a minute. Wait.
Could it be you because you're in EFA?
Yeah, she's in the wrong. You gotta go talk to what's his name to get the swap. I don't know why it's closed, but yeah, that's right where the portal would be.
I've taken the portal from Stormwind out there and not had any issues and been able to fly right up to it.
Yes, but if depending on the timeline, it might not be there.
Yeah, you might not.
You gotta talk to the bronze dragon in the town to go back.
The dorming. Yeah.
Oh, this is your
Okay.
part.
Yeah,
You're
that's
done.
weird. Like I said, I just portaled straight from Stormwind to there and had no issues.
You probably already had it in the old, for whatever reason.
Maybe, but it looks exactly like it does right now with Nana's screen.
I got the Jana Proudmore mount at last.
I saw.
Lucky duck.
I've gotten the mount.
Hell, I want first.
I've gotten the mount out of Karazhan.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
she
I
got
got
you.
the mount out of Wintergrass as well.
The other mount, that's
No, did not drop for me, unfortunately.
I've run that and it hasn't dropped either. Okay, now let me fly.
Now go back there and see.
Oh, why am I warbling? Okay.
I'm gonna try for the other warglaive of Illusion.
I got invincible
Good luck.
head,
Nice.
and I also got the same fiery warhorse mount out of the Karazhan raid.
Yeah, me and Anna got the same one.
Yeah.
I'm currently going after Dragon Soul right now, but I am stuck on Deathwing, and I'm waiting for Black to finish his Ice Crown run to come up and kill Deathwing for me. I've always struggled with the concept of this fight. Every
You
time.
only have to run left and right.
Yeah, and how to
Yeah.
kill him and whatnot. My timing and whatnot is just not the greatest with this one.
Totally
so
understand.
I'm letting Black kill it. He can figure it. He's done this so many times as a tank and everything else. That
Okay, now there it is. There it is.
there it is. Yep.
Yeah, so you're in the wrong time frame.
Okay. I
Wait,
thought I
you
was
were-
losing my mind.
No.
You
You
were.
weren't losing your mind.
You were.
You were in the right spot. Just wrong timeline.
Yeah, so Ted, what I was kind of telling your dad, because he had brought up like a service animal for you.
Yep.
He was talking breeds, and how I don't know how comfortable you are with larger dogs, but
I prefer a larger dog, if that makes any sense.
you prefer larger dogs.
Like, what about
Yeah.
Rottweiler size?
Like, are they too big?
5 pounds.
I saw a Rottie full grown recently at the animal shelter, but she was really skittish. And I'm thinking, oh, poor thing. I tried working with her, but she just did not want to work.
So
They take time.
They take time.
Sometimes you
Yep.
don't
So-
get through to them once they've gotten into a shelter. They
struggle. If you wanted to, if that pup's still there, I don't know how far away that shelter is from you. One of
A
the
couple miles, about 20 minutes.
Okay. One of the best things you can do, and it's going to sound almost counterintuitive, bring a book and if like the pup's like cowering in like the back of the kennel, sit up by the door, like go into the kennel, just sit inside the door and just read your book. Completely ignore the dog.
Okay.
Don't try to coax them. Don't do any of that. Just completely ignore them and just sit inside their space and read a book.
Yeah, and if you find a dog you like Black was saying, just go to and say they're again not wanting to come near you and scared or timid. Go to the workers and ask them. Say, hey, can I bring a book and just sit next to her kennel, and read while myself and just try to get her used to me. They may say yeah. They may also say, well, hey, we could put you in this room with her. You know, that way it's quiet or depending on what setup you've got at the shelter. For that dog to kind of see if they can become more comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, a Rottie in the shelter is very
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
great.
If you're watching the flooding bear, yeah, it's kind of nasty, but
Scare
we're
down.
keeping an eye on it.
But as that shutdown happens, then they become very because they no
Right.
longer trust anybody or anything, and they become aggressive. Not all Rotties. Does not
Right.
happen to all Rots.
Yeah, but
It's usually the way it goes.
yeah, and but what you want to do, because what a lot of people try to do is they don't understand dog psychology. So what?
An hour bear for Austin.
Yeah.
Austin.
That's like an hour and a half. Yeah,
But
an hour.
we're-
closer to
we're
2 hours.
if you're
I think that's what he's asking about.
flying, We're safe. We're good here. It's around us and not us. We had that happen. What? A week or so ago, we had actual flooding within San Antonio here. But again, it didn't really affect our side of the city with that flooding either. So.
Yeah. So Ted, yeah, just you can talk to him, bring a book, just sit inside the kennel because the biggest thing with like a Rottweiler is slowly build trust.
Right.
Right, because what a lot of people make the mistake of is they try to force it. They try to be like, oh, well, I'm constantly trying to give them treats, and or I'm going to put them on a leash and take them with me. That doesn't build trust. That builds dominance. At that point, you got to try to bring that pup to trust people and ask the shelter, what's the dog situation? Right, because if they were dumped by their owner, it's going to be hard for them to trust again. That's where just sitting there, being in their presence, and ignoring them, they'll eventually, their curiosity will take over and they'll come over. It may not happen the same day. It may take multiple days. You may end up with like a 4-hour reading session and not feel like you made progress. But if you make it a habit and a routine, just to sit in there with your back against the wall reading, then that will
I get it.
yeah, it's one of those that you can start building that trust.
Okay.
Because
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh, fear poofed. That sounds like fear.
Back.
Oh wait, I wasn't paying attention. I looted and no.
I'm gonna go for the ward. Forget it.
Yeah, you should be able to reach out to him there. You should be able to reach out to them and kind of be able to give a better explanation of his situation and get him in
that was Black had
contact.
to help me with that.
Either via email, phone call, or whatnot.
Normal versus
So you shouldn't need me to reach out.
And it's bugged to where
Oh, yeah, they'll do it for-
either
yeah.
normal or heroic. You're locked out even with changing it. It still counts as one altogether right now. So I can't even go back to run it on heroic, unfortunately.
So what they're going to do, Bear, is they're going to take him into account. And one of the big things is they're going to look for a match. They're going to help. They're not just going to be like, this is your dog, right? Because not all dogs are going to jive with the person.
Message in that chat so wrong. I thought I meant Black's headset was squeaking so bad it was, or squeezing so hard it was making his head hurt. No, his headset was making his head hurt.
Yeah, you read that wrong.
Oh, I read that completely wrong.
Right. So they're going to try to figure it out. And if they don't have a dog that's going to meet that kind of need or that requirement, they're going to
Never forget how
that's fine.
class works.
put on and shift, right? Because
Run Fireland.
Yes, heroic
So-
and normal were
so
able to do
get with them.
both on for Fireland. So it's not glitched.
No, not necessarily. It may be what may happen is they may say, hey, we've got a few of these dogs that we think have the right temperament, right? And they could say it's going to be,
Because there is only
a 4-month, 5-month training process, right? Depending on what they're training for. So, depending on what their process is, it may be you make a trip down there to define which pup meshes with him, and then come back a couple months later, right?
It was what?
Depending on how their training plan works. I don't know. So the best thing to do is get with them, see what their processes are, because service dogs are usually trained to the person.
It's not a hard one to do at all.
All right, man. I'm going to be shutting down probably here next couple of minutes. It's after 10, and Frost needs help killing.
Yeah.
Deathwing.
I went across the one. I killed him, and I'm like, loot. There should be loot. And I we'll put up my map.
Well, but the thing is,
let me go over here to the middle one. Killed it.
Service dog training, that may be where they're headquartered, but they may have places, they may have people that donate their time in other places.
Side guys, and then you go to the
right.
box in the middle.
So there may be somebody that's volunteering their services closer to where you're at.
Little discs, and then you can find,
Because a lot of times these organizations,
my thing was, I was like,
they help place like a rescue dog with a person.
I can't.
Yeah, get hooked into the network first, right? Because it entirely depends on there. Get hooked into the network first, and then Go from there.
It's a mountain, and I was like,
Go from there.
"But how the fuck
Figure
do you
out
glue it?"
what you want to do.
It goes, "No,
Figure out their
come
process, and that can help
Yep.
guide you through it.
Just load up."
Nope.
Because I guarantee you that there's organizations and there's dog
I
trainers
can't believe it on anything. This is
near
the
you.
middle of the day, so
They may even say,
sober.
go to a
Like, I
local
can't
shelter
blame this on a gummy or
and start finding a dog that he meshes with, and it may be him sitting with that Rottie.
I felt so.
There- or that-
First,
that trust.
I don't know for how long, and trying to figure out how the fuck I.
And then it's okay. We're gonna work with this trainer in this area to come by and help train. So there's a lot of different things, right? There's a lot of different ways it can happen. It could be in-house training. It can be, boarded training. It could be a hybrid. It could be, right?
That much. I
Get
knew.
hooked into the organization first.
Find the little portal.
Get hooked into organizations that help with special needs. I don't know. Right? A shelter could say that they could, because of the need, and the dogs could get work to train as a service animal. And if it's a dog, like a Rottweiler, that is notoriously hard to adopt, that is notoriously difficult to place, that's high euthanasia, if he can build trust with that animal, they may just turn around and wave
Such a funny story about
the feet. They could flat out wave it
I was getting bullied in school really bad, and
to go
I went
for
over to a priest, friend of
to
the
be
family,
turned into a service animal, right? They'd be like,
and John
wait,
said,
you're not just adopting it as a
"Well,
pet, you want this to be a service
until
animal,
the enemy is made into your footstool."
and you get proof from the trainer that that's what's happening, they could waive it.
Then his friend Larry comes in with
Because
a rear
that's
bolstered
huge, right?
footstool.
A
I started
hard-
laughing.
A hard to adopt dog, especially a black dog,
Poor Larry's like, "I missed something big, didn't I?" And we told him
because
what happened.
statistically,
He starts laughing.
even a lab, right? I have 2 labs in a shelter. The golden lab, the yellow lab will almost always be adopted first before a black lab. Always. Darker dogs just blend into the background. They're not as visible. It's the unfortunate statistics. Not to mention, you get to the larger dogs, or even have a lower chance of adoption. So talk with them, work with them, see what they can do. They may say, you know what, we can't waive it entirely, but if he does some of his training here and volunteers X hours, we'll do X amount per hour, right? And it completely depends, right? You got to work with the shelters and maybe a little negotiation and proof that, hey, this is everything we're lined up. We're just trying to get a dog. So you got to talk to folks. You got to network with folks. You've got to see what's what.
Two of the girls that were killed
And
in
see.
Camp Mystic were from Houston.
Um,
Or no, sorry, 2 Austin girls.
no.
Yeah.
So get tied into the group. Start talking to the shelters nearby. Maybe even down there, right? Figure out what they do. Figure out what their processes are, how they do things exactly, and get a ball rolling. And in some cases, health insurance may cover a portion of the training. If his psychologist and other
Jesus, as of right
medical
now, under the
professionals,
county, at least 68 dead, including 28 children.
yeah,
Researchers
that's the
continue
other thing.
in the hill country.
Oh.
Yeah, that's 92. But that's the other thing too, is it's to be a living situation. Living situation take a big factor of it too, because they don't feel that the living situation is conducive. They're going to step in on other things. On that too, right? But start working on it. Start figuring out what the requirements are, what the needs are, and just start shuffling, right? You got to figure out what's gonna be priority. What's going to take
Another one.
priority one for y'all.
Santa Rita Catholic School. Claire and Brooke.
Well, there you go.
Sisters.
Just don't hold on to it too long, right? I held on to some pressure treated lumber for too long to get stuff done, and a longbow is straighter than some of these boards were.
And
So,
then that gentleman that
yeah.
lost his life saving girls.
So that's going to be, yeah. So I don't know how warped and whatnot it's going to be, if it's pressure treated or not. So Gonna have to check it. Yeah, how badly warped they are, they might not even be usable. Or you may have to like shuffle some things around, so you got to look at it for that in that case. So just
Federal aid is coming in to help with this flooding. It's so bad. Humans getting involved.
yeah, that's part of the problem with lumber bear. Depending on how it's stored too. If it's not stored out of the weather, if it got too much water on it, if it's swelled and compressed, I mean, sometimes you can work around the warp. Like if you had cinder blocks and you get the lumber wet again, and then it's like, okay, well, it looks like a bow, so we're gonna put weight on it and press it down. Then you're gonna have to rotate it on its side and do the same to like try to straighten it out. There's no guarantees that you're gonna be able to do any of that to make it usable, and it may only be good for joist spacing at that point now.
I got the National Guard in there. I think
You got to kind of see what's still viable, what's not, and you may be able to use in other projects for things. So, unfortunately, lumber, you gotta kind of use it pretty quick, get it into a structure and get it dry and all that stuff. Otherwise, it starts getting kind of wonky if it's been out in the weather, which is unfortunate. I know in your situation, y'all don't have a whole lot of leeway on stuff. But it is 20 after 10. I do have to be up in like 6 hours. 6.5 hours for work. So I am going to call it a night tonight, folks. I'm going to try to be back tomorrow's and keep streaming, keep farming mounts, and keep being disappointed. It isn't going away. Hey. Going away. Speaking of Rottweilers tonight. Hugs. I got a Dittos. I got a Charlotte. Oh. See, Bear. This is a Rottie. This is how loving and affectionate these puppies can be. Ain't that right, Miss Charlotte? Yeah. Yeah. In between her losing her original daddy and then bonding with us, she has done wonderful. And then the rumbles. You can't get wrong with the rumbles. You can't go wrong with the rumbles. Can I get rumbles? Can I get rumbles, or is it too late for rumbles? Is it too late for rumbles? Is it too late for rumbles? Oh, I got a whiskey now? I got the whiskey. He's a little off stream. You can only see the top of his head. But, okay. You ready for bed? Are you all ready for bed? Okay, we're gonna go to bed. You ready to go to bed? Let's go to bed. All right. You all have a good night. You all take care, and she is in her kennel. She is ready for bed. All right. I will catch everyone hopefully tomorrow if things aren't too crazy, hectic, or insane. Have a good night. Oof.
Getting transmog.